This week, Barack Obama's back, Star Wars, and Movember and Remembrance Day and a few other good stories. Cue titles. Hi, my name is Ed and welcome to Ed's News. After 2 weeks of being incredibly lazy, I'm back! As I'm sure you must be aware, unless you've been living in a hole in the... Wait, some people do. Like this guy. Unless you've been living with your head up a camel's arse, you must be aware that Barack Obama has been re-elected for a second term as America's president. However, this guy, that's right, billionaire property tycoon Donald Trump was really angered by this and went on a massive tirade via Twitter, a personal attack at Barack Obama, saying it was a blow to democracy and highly unfair. Yes, that's right, it's terribly unfair that Barack Obama beat, what was his name? Oh yeah, Mitt Romney, the guy who wasn't good enough to beat John McCain. The guy who wasn't good enough to beat George Bush to run for their candidacy. So he's angry because the guy who wasn't good enough to beat the guy who wasn't good enough to beat George Bush lost. Yeah, Donald Trump, you're a moron. This month, of course, is Movember, as in Moustache November, where people grow terrible, terrible moustaches in the hope of raising awareness and money about testicular cancer and men's health problems. Even people like Toby Flood, the England rugby player, is doing it, although it's not as impressive as this bad boy. Here is the clickable link. Please feel free to donate to my Movember page. Every penny is greatly received, even if it is just a penny. You can use PayPal, credit cards, and that's about it, I think. I will also put the link in the description below, so please help raise money. On day of recording this video, it's Remembrance Sunday, and I hold a great deal of respect for our troops and everything this day represents. So does the Queen. And as a sign of her own respect, she visited a poppy factory earlier this week. But part of me can't help but wonder if she just wanted to show off her new hat. Chateau Lafite Rothschild, I think I've pronounced that properly, is a very expensive bottle of wine. Over 10,000 of these have been found in an abandoned house in China. Police think these may be counterfeit, as only 50,000 bottles are imported into France each year, and to find 10,000 in one go is a bit suspicious. If they are real, they're worth over £10 million. If they are counterfeit though, the police may have to confiscate these as evidence. Yeah, confiscate. Sporting news, and Bradley Wiggins has been hit by a car. Stupid woman in a Vauxhall Astra ran into him. You can't hurt our national treasures, we've only got bloody 2 of them, you silly cow. Now I've just mentioned Movember. And there's a lady who grows facial hair due to a medical condition and she has to shave. And as a sign of respect, she's decided to grow a goatee beard and try and raise some money. This is what she looks like. How brave! John Lewis have filmed a new heartwarming TV advert for Christmas. The advert shows 2 snowmen, one male, one female, being made by kids. The snowman then disappears overnight. He crosses the country, he goes over roads, gets covered in soot, nearly dies in a snowball fight to get to the John Lewis store in London to buy his girlfriend some gloves and a scarf. He then appears magically overnight and gives them to her as she wears them. Now I hate to tell John Lewis, who spent £6 million on this advert, how to do it properly, but he could have just shopped online. More Movember news, and as a sign of respect, the waxworks at Madame Tussauds in London has been and put tashes on all of their political figures, sparking the debate as to whether David Cameron looks like Basil Fawlty or Lord Lucan. Apparently though, with Maggie Thatcher, they just had to trim it up a bit. I've already brought you a story about an American having sex with a sofa. Well, this is Mateus Boyer, 24, from Bulgaria this time. He was arrested after being caught having sex with a bronze lion statue. Trousers round his ankles, giving it stacks. Now he's been given a 1-year suspended sentence and ordered to pay a £20 fine. Whatever floats your boat, dude. Just don't do it in public. This is Jonathan Trapp, and quite frankly, he's f***ing mental. He likes to cluster balloon ride. Now, this is every 10-year-old child's fantasy of strapping a lot of helium balloons together and hanging from them via a plank of wood. He's already flown across the Channel. He went from France to Italy, over the bloody Alps, and now he wants to cross the Atlantic. America to England, 2,500 miles. You, sir, are goddamn nuts. A recent survey shows we voted Superman as our favourite sci-fi character, Han Solo and Yoda being a close second. Apparently Superman was voted for because he was more relatable to the public, during Superman 4 when he fell off that horse and... oh wait. And now for the important stuff. Star Wars! The fact that Disney have bought Lucasfilm recently has sparked a lot of concern and worry amongst geeks like me. But the good news is they've announced they're going to make the final 3 Star Wars films. And a writer has already been chosen for Star Wars 7. Michael Michael Arndt, who wrote Toy Story 3 and the Oscar-winning Little Miss Sunshine, has been selected. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but the new film is due out in 2015. Super. Murk. Verb. Meaning to kill. When used as part of a sentence, are you serious, blood? I is well going to murk you. Our idiot this week is Andrew Wilkie, a 42-year-old former head teacher. Now, he was initially suspended due to a child's accusation of sexual misconduct. He was later cleared of this. But during his time off, he became depressed. Understandably so. However, he developed a gambling addiction. He gambled away 70 grand of his own mortgage, 90 grand of friends and family's money, and then here's the clincher, was struck off as a teacher because he nicked 50 grand from the school he was employed at. You, sir, are definitely my idiot of the week. My girlfriend is lovely, adorable, thoughtful, however incredibly silly. So here is another my girlfriend says.
Ed, do you think cats know that they're cats?
Okay, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching. Remember, donate money for my moustache, please. And don't poke the bear. Now, he was suspended under suspicions of child abuse.